Good morning, Sternberg family. Welcome again to the Dome from Home, and this is Reese Barrick, your host for the morning. Fortunately, today we have everyone's favorite naturalist and our superstar naturalist here from the museum, Alicia. And I'm going to reach down through here so I can flip the camera around. And there we go. Now we've got Alicia fully in camera. Good morning, Alicia.
Good morning, Reese, and everybody else from the internet.
What are we going to do today, Alicia?
Well, today I have to feed the starving toads that we never feed. So these are our Sonoran desert toads. So we have two of them, and they are staring at me like I really do never feed them. But trust me, I feed them like every day. And you can tell that because they're just so squishy. So today we are going to talk about toads and frogs. So this is our third floor here at the Sternberg Museum. So we have toads right here and we have frogs right here. So these are our poison dart frogs. There's one tiny one in the back right there, our blue one. So today I'm going to kind of talk to you about what's the difference between a frog and a toad. And a lot of people get them mixed up and stuff like that. So we're going to talk about that. But I'm also going to feed these guys for you. So I'm going to do that first so that way they get their food down and then I can get them out and show you guys.
What are you going to feed them? What do toads eat?
Well, our toads eat mice. So they also eat mealworms from time to time, but you can assume with how big they are, mealworms aren't exactly getting them full. But other toads, around here that are super small are eating lots of bugs. But these guys need a bigger diet. They are actually not even really close to full grown. They can get about 8 inches long, so they're still pretty small. And we've only had them for, I want to say maybe 6 months. And we got them, they started off about that big. So they've grown a lot. So we have 2 in this cage right here. We do have 3 total. So these are the Sonoran desert toads. So the one up on this rock, his name is Yoda. And the one right here is the Bulba. And then we have one in back that does birthday party programs for us, and his name is Greedo. So we did not name them. It was a Facebook option, so people from Facebook named
So you guys named them, everybody? Yes. Sternberg family.
There you go. And we used to have a bigger one named Jabba who eventually passed away of old age, and he was ginormous, so the name Jabba worked. So I think people knew that we had him, we had lost him, so they stuck with the Star Wars name, which I think is kind of nice. So we are going to go ahead and feed them. If Reese can get in nice and closely, we'll see. Oh.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go.
You gonna get it? Oh, come on, you're never not hungry. Really? It's because you're on camera, isn't it? Oh, well, Zabulba, you want it? Oh, you guys. Oh.
I only want what the other
I only want what the
frogs
other
or toads gonna get. Hello.
What is? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, he got my fingers with that too. So when we first got these guys, we had to teach them how to eat from our hands. And that involved getting my fingers ate a lot, which is the funniest feeling in the world because their mouths are nice and sticky. So the reason we have these guys is they were actually confiscated from somebody who was illegally transferring them because you can't transfer them across state borders. So they are Sonoran desert toads, if that tells you where they're from. So they are not found around here. And
Are they endangered?
They're in some states they are considered endangered, so where they're from they're considered endangered. Some states don't follow the rule, but we like to consider them endangered. And that's another reason why you can't transport them across state line. So what's kind of interesting about them is that they are highly toxic. So they are poisonous. So that's kind of the thing with toads. Most people think of toads as poisonous. So if you guys have dogs or cats that have ever tried to eat toads at home, they start foaming out the mouth, spit it out, really gross. I've never personally licked a toad, so I couldn't tell you what it tastes like. But these guys are supposed to be highly poisonous. So if a dog were to get a hold of one of these, it's likely that it would cause paralysis or maybe even kill your dog. So we're kind of glad that they're not found around here.
Why is it poisonous and not venomous?
Good question, Reese. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, and I know a lot of people don't know the difference. So we have the poison dart frogs and the toads. So poison is ingested. So you are eating the toad, you're licking the toad, the dogs obviously are eating them. That's ingested, whereas venom is injected. So if you think about rattlesnakes, they are biting you and injecting it with their fangs. So it's pretty simple, but people still get it pretty confused. So when people are thinking about toads and frogs, they're thinking that they're completely separate. But all toads are considered frogs, but not all frogs are considered toads. So all toads and frogs are in the same order. They belong to Anura. But toads, the true toads belong to Bufonidae. So again, lots of people think of them as toads are poisonous. That's how you can tell the difference between toads and frogs. And they have these great big glands on the back of their head, right behind their eyes, and right above. You can't really see their ears here. And those are their parotoid glands. So they're also considered, the kidney-shaped thing. So that's where you mainly consider poison coming from. But if you can see the white warts up there, that also secretes.
Oh, now we're back.
Now we're back? Okay. I was going to say, we're right next to the elevators. It never works very well. So they're poisonous. But then we also call these things frogs. Are there any? Do we see any? We lost our blue guy.
They're all hiding today.
They're all hiding. Well, maybe I'll feed them in.
Oh, there's the blue one, but he's way back there in the dark. There.
So he hears us talking, and he doesn't like us. But they are kind of enjoying this quarantine and us being closed pretty well, because when there are not people here, they are out partying, but they hear us out here. So they are poisonous, right? So obviously the whole toads are poisonous, frogs aren't, doesn't really work very well. So they are called poison dart frogs because they were used for poison darts by Indians and stuff like that. But these ones that we have here in captivity actually aren't poisonous. So those guys could still be poisonous, not that we're going to eat them to find out, but these guys are not poisonous.
How come?
So in the wild, they eat termites, ants, and mites that they are actually getting their poison from. We do not feed them that here in captivity. We feed them fruit flies. So obviously we don't want to have poisonous frogs that could probably escape from their cage and kill all of our visitors. That would not be good. So we feed them fruit flies. And I don't know if Reese can get in close enough to see all those little flies.
Oh, there we go. I see them. There's lots of creepy crawlies.
Yes, lots of creepy crawlies. So I've already fed them some in hopes that they would come out, and apparently they weren't falling for it. So they get fed every day, and they eat a lot. So I know there's some over here, and we know the blue one's over here somewhere. Oh, there he is.
California would not be happy with you throwing fruit flies everywhere.
Luckily for us, these are the wingless fruit flies, so they're not going to escape our cage and go all around the museum. No, we just get those for other reasons, for all the insects we raise. So poison dart frogs, they are from Central and South America. So you're obviously not going to find them around here. And as you can see from the very blue one we have right here, we also have a very brightly colored green one and a brightly colored yellow one that are apparently not coming out because they don't like us. So they are so brightly colored because they are warning predators, as well as us, that they are poisonous. And
why do they need to warn anybody since they're really good at hiding?
I know, right? You would think that, they're pretty small. They're not going to be preyed upon very much. But there probably was some things once upon a time that liked to eat them and found out the hard way that that's not okay. So yes, they are very good at hiding in our cage. And currently right now we only have 3. So usually when we have more, they're all out. Yes, we have the yellow one. And then we have the green one. And they're very pretty. They're not very big. They don't really do a whole lot except for eat and flop around. So they are poisonous. You eat them, you're probably going to die if they're out in the wild. These guys, they're poisonous. I said dogs would probably die if they ate them. So what's really cool is that raccoons have actually figured out a way to eat them without, hello, you already got food, without having to be poisoned. So these are also called Colorado River toads. So raccoons actually figured out how to pull them away by their hind legs, flip them over, and eat their stomachs. So you can see the warts on their faces, and then they have some on their back legs, but they're just too fat for us to see that right now. And so if they eat their stomachs, they're not getting the poison glands. So, that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool that they figured out how to eat them without having to be poisoned. Everything has to find a way, right? So these are obviously amphibians. So amphibians have...
Why are they obviously amphibians?
They're obviously It's just what they are.
What else is an amphibian?
Salamanders are amphibians. So we did talk about salamanders once here. We fed our salamanders. If you haven't seen that video, you can go check it out. But so the way, obviously they don't have scales like reptiles have. Frogs tend to be a little bit more water and moist. If you see our beautiful waterfall here, it is very humid inside this cage since they are from Central and South America. So it is very moist in there. I did just clean the glass right before this. Usually it is very covered in mist.
We can see ourselves in the reflections in this. It's really quite nice sometimes.
So I need to sign it a little bit. You can see me. But these guys, as you can see, they are just covered in sand. They just got their cage makeover, so they've been digging holes to make themselves happy. But they also like to hang out in the water sometimes. So amphibian babies are, or at least for toads and frogs, are tadpoles. So obviously, even though they have this nice sandy, rocky habitat right here, if they were to have babies in captivity, they would have to have them in water. So toads, typically when they lay their eggs, they lay them in just a line of eggs that are all connected, whereas frogs will lay them in like a cluster, a circle, or some other shape. But poison dart frogs aren't going to lay their eggs in water. So we have had our poison dart frogs breed before. And what they do is they will lay their eggs on that rock right there. And then once it comes to them about to hatch, the poison dart frogs will actually piggyback their tadpoles up into a leaf that has held, will actually piggyback their tadpoles up a tree or something like that and put them in a leaf that has held water. So you can see like this has like a little circular area that's holding water in there. So they will put their tadpole in there one at a time. It's very long process, so you got to give them props for that. And most toads and frogs are just going to be like, we laid our eggs, we did our job, we're leaving now. The poison dart frogs will actually take care of their babies, so they will actually feed them. So they will lay unfertilized eggs for their tadpoles to eat, and they will check on them until they eventually turn into frogs themselves and hop away, and everything about life continues.
Is this maternal instinct or paternal instinct?
It's maternal. I don't know if the dads do it. That would be pretty cool if they did. But, come on, dads. Right? It's got to be, they're very small and they're going up those trees one at a time. It's got to be a lot of work. So, not that, it's not a lot of work for us to have kids, as I now know. But.
So here's a question.
Okay. Yes.
What's all this? Do the toads eat this stuff?
Well, they're not supposed to. So I don't know if you guys have pets. Me and Reese were just talking about our pets that won't eat their dog food because they have to eat the other dog's dog food or they have to eat the cat food. So these toads are the exact same way. This beautiful salad right here is actually for this chuckwalla. Okay, I already fed you. So you see our beautiful chuckwalla here. He lives with the toads. His name is Toothless. He does have teeth though. Not that I've ever been bitten by him, but he likes to try. So he gets that wonderful salad. But the toads will eat it as well, just despite him. And he has also started to eat their mealworms. So they have a great relationship. They're actually pretty awesome if anybody's ever been here before or seen any of our pictures of them on Facebook. The chuckwalla is usually laying on the toads and using them as pillows because they are nice and chunky.
This time it looks like the toad's going to jump on and lay on top of the chuckwalla.
If it comes to food, those toads will jump on anything. If I were to stick my hand right there, he would lick that chuckwalla's head. They have no shame. They just want food all the time. But they're cute, so we forgive them.
Will toads eat I didn't know they were a vegetarian. Do they eat veggies as much?
They're not supposed to, as far as I know. The first time I saw them doing it, I was very, very shocked because it was actually Yoda, the one on top, that ate it when he was a lot smaller. And he ate it, and then he tried to get it out of his mouth. But then he couldn't get it out of his mouth. So then he ended up having to eat some lettuce. So it's mainly Yoda that does it. Zabola's not as rude, I guess is the word. I don't know. But Greedo, the one that we don't have in this cage, they were actually a big bully to him, so he wouldn't get any food. So he's living backstage with our American toad named Red, where they don't compete as harshly as these guys do.
So amphibians, are they pretty much all carnivores or insectivores?
As far as I know, thinking of the ones that we raise, salamanders and the frogs and the toads, Some salamanders will eat vegetables, but not on purpose. They do it on accident. Our salamanders will pretty much eat anything, though. They will eat any kind of meat I hand them. But yeah, mainly they're insectivores. These guys will eat, obviously, something more than insects. These guys won't. I have my tree frogs that won't eat anything besides insects. They'll eat crickets and mealworms and stuff like that. But when they're big like this, we do give them mice or sometimes other chunks of meat because there's just not enough insects in this museum to feed them, especially since we have 3 of them. And I have another very fat toad. That's a woodhouse toad that's very fat. So, but do we have any questions besides that? So when people see toads, obviously they're pretty warty. You can't really see it on her very well, but you can see it on that one, that they got warts. So some of those warts secrete poison. Some of them are just to make them look all pretty and stuff like that. And whereas frogs tend to be a little bit more smooth, slimy, moist. And of course, there's always an exception to that rule. So don't take it too seriously. But lots of people think that they can get warts from toads from being peed on. But they can't. That's actually just because toads have warts. And some toads, you can identify them based on how many warts they actually have. So that's usually what we do for like woodhouse toads, Great Plains toads, and stuff like that. These guys, they're very large toads here in America, so I think we can identify them pretty easily. And they tend to be a little bit more green than our other toads that tend to be brown or gray. Once they get older, they're probably... What? Reese, you saw me feed them, right? You guys all saw me feed them. They say I didn't. I'm sorry.
We've got a question about where did we get our toads and frogs?
So these toads, we got them. Again, somebody was illegally transferring them across state lines. So then I want to say...
Kind of like the Tiger King.
Yes. Thank you for bringing that up. It haunts my life now. That is kind of on. It's all everybody wants to talk about. What's in Pratt? I can't think of the name.
Oh, the...
Wow, it's Pratt.
Yeah, the wild animal park there. Yeah.
I think they got confiscated and then Pratt gave them to us. There was obviously more than 3. We only took 3 because that's about all we can handle, especially with how much they eat. And the poison dart frogs, they came from a pet store. I want to say in Denver, Colorado, but Reese would have to confirm that.
I think there was some that came from Kansas City early on, and then we got some from Denver to supplement them.
So yes, they came from a pet store. We didn't go out and catch them in the wild. These guys probably weren't caught in the wild by somebody. I think there was like 30 of them confiscated, so it's a very good thing we didn't get that many, or we would have no food left here. We'd have to start cutting off fingers to feed them.
I thought salamanders were low metabolic rate, cold-blooded animals. Why do they eat so much? How do they get so fat?
You know, in captivity, they all just get fat. It's very easy to overfeed your salamanders as well as your toads in captivity. That's why snakes are easier. You know, they're still just eating once a week, once every other week. I have maybe one snake that wants to eat every day, but he's still juvenile, and we don't feed him every day. But, you know, they're pretty satisfied with one meal. Obviously, these guys have their nice heat light, so they're digesting their food nicely. The salamanders are in cold water, so the fact that they want to eat that much is just amazing. And then we have a oxalotl that I think Reese might have showed you once that wants to eat a lot, but he has to be in very cold water, so I don't know how he manages that. He gets bloodworms, though, so those are store-bought, so I don't really have to worry about raising food for him. That's always a nice one, because raising food for all these animals can be challenging. So
How do we get food for them when we're all in quarantine?
I still work. This is my quarantine home. So really only it's me and Reese here, so we quarantine pretty much. And all the ghosts, you know. But yeah, we raise crickets and mealworms. It's not that hard to continue to raise them while we're in quarantine. They eat fruit, so it's pretty easy. The mice, on the other hand, you know, you have to feed them lots every day and give them lots of attention. Otherwise, their cages get too dirty, and then I don't want to come to work because I don't want to smell that. So, do we have any other questions about frogs and toads?
Oh, he says. I'm done.
Or any questions about our wonderful Chuckwalla that's just pretending that we are not here?
These toads are getting bigger. Are they ever going to eat the chuckwalla?
It's a possibility, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that they lick his head. But yes, they will get bigger, and if that becomes a scary possibility, we will take him out. But this Chuckwalla is also like 15 years old, maybe. So.
That's pretty old for a chuckwalla.
Yeah, I think they live about 20, 25. So he's still very active. If I were to take him out right now, he would show you all of his wonderful teeth.
How long are these toads gonna live?
I
How
can't
long are they
remember
gonna
how
live?
they live. I want to say about 8 to 10 years. Maybe in captivity, I think it's 4 to 5. Again, it's really easy to overfeed things. Turtles, salamanders, these guys. So even though they're cute and you want to overfeed them, it's not healthy for them.
So all toads are frogs, but not all frogs are toads.
Yes. So
That kind of like all tortoises are turtles, but not all turtles are tortoises.
pretty much. So the only true toads belong in the family Bufonidae. You have some things called narrow-mouthed toads or spadefoot toads that aren't really considered the true toads. So thank you. That is my Facebook telling me that you're doing a live video. So I didn't know that, phone. But yeah.
Now you're gonna watch yourself once we're done?
No, I never watch myself on video.
What?
Ever.
Yeah, I don't either. That's why I liked today, because I can put you on the video so I can watch this later.
Well, I'm at least glad you're doing it so I don't have to hold the phone and fail epically at it, so that's okay.
Yep, that's always fun.
All right, any other questions?
I think that's it, unless there's ones that I can't see, which you never know.
Then I'll answer them later.
But guess what, Rachel, I held the phone correctly, so hopefully everybody, even if they're on their desktops, can see this fairly well.
Even in quarantine, Rachel can get us.
That's right. All right, so anyway, this is the Dome from Home. I'm Reese, and this is
Alicia.
and we're happy to have you here. Remember that this afternoon, you go to our Facebook page and you will be able to get the link for the How to Draw a Dinosaur with paleo artist Julius Chutney. It will be this afternoon, so we won't have a Dome from Home this afternoon. This is your chance to interact with a paleo artist and learn how to draw dinosaurs. So that will be a whole lot of fun, and then I will at least be here next week, Monday morning at 10 o'clock, and so have a great weekend, everybody. Give us some shares and some likes, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
All right, bye.